Oh, wow, I clicked the button. I guess it's live. Let's go for it. So, hello and welcome everyone to the Captain Bob Flight Sim live stream. I hope you're doing out-tabulous, that's what I like to say. And yeah, let's get started. So we'll be working on the GNS 530. This is part 6, probably part 8. I don't think I've numbered them pretty well. But yeah, here it is. And we can probably get started. I do have a new camera setup. I think it's even different from last time, so that's a little bit exciting. I believe I just add it right here. It's awesome. Oh, and in the future, I'll be using a different streaming platform, so you might notice some things there. Ah, you need a battery. Yeah, I tested everything but this, and it's always the thing you don't test, you know. But you get a very good view of my arm, and that's all that really counts today. Yeah. I swear I'm competent. So there you go. That should be working. Uh, it is upside down, is it? Yeah, it is. It's just the way it works. So you have to flip it around. You get a beautiful view of my of my yeah, you get a beautiful view of my index finger and all that jazz. Woohoo! I should probably check the comments. But yeah, here's the overhead camera view, and I can zoom out, go do stuff like this. I wonder how much I can show. Okay, there we go. So yeah, here's like what my desk would look like. And I can move things to the side, and I can just do stuff like this. So can all of you hear me? I assume you can, but I don't want to make too many assumptions. And yeah, it's actually really cool. This is the Arduino setup for a future video. I'll let you guess what that's for. But yeah, sweet. Let me do some stuff to make this even better. I need a giant pole so I can just It's weird. I'm like a bat. I always sulk in the darkness of the basement. But it's just because the lights do better, I guess. So yeah. Is there anything any of you want to do? I guess we're going to continue the GNS 530. I have it right about here. And I've been working on a new system for mounting it. So you mount an Arduino Mega right here. And it's just, I like this a lot better. And I'll end up using these extension wires because I did these wires a little too short. These ones, perfect length. I can fit these anywhere. But, let's see. But this transponder right here has very short wires. I was trying to kind of conform these wires to the Arduino and somehow just put these wires into the Arduino without any extension wires, but I realized this was kind of foolish, mostly because I was, the only reason the wires were so short was because I was using a little bit of scrap wire, and I don't think that that's a good reason to go to ruin your system. So I'm making this longer, and yeah. Hello, Anna Carolina Viana Batista. I think I pronounced that right. Oh, look at this. It's a sticky note that says it's going to be fun. I forgot that was in frame, but it is going to be fun. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. And yeah. Let's see. So here is the projects I've been working on for the past like year. They're at the point where I'm a little sick of them, but don't have enough, but don't have them fully designed, so I can't really show them like in one video. That's my goal with these, because I don't want I found it useful because this is kind of a journey to design something like this. So I'll design it on these live streams with you, and then once it's all done, I'm going to just publish a video on how to build it. So that I think is a good thing, because it lets you both see the journey behind building it and all the weird stuff behind it, and then you can also just download the files and do it quickly for you. Yeah. Oh man, I didn't fill up my water bottle. So this is like all the water I get. Dang it. It's at like 8. Okie dokie. I do actually want to show you the G1000. This is the Flight Sim Maker G1000. So this is the 10.7 display. I hope I got that number right. But I've been working on it, and it's actually interesting. You'll see once it focuses, if it wants to. It doesn't have to. Where do I tap? Hey, there we go. You can see these numbers. These letters right here are beautiful, I think at least. But these numbers are a little more gray, so yeah, pick your poison, I guess. These are a little more gray because I actually bought the wrong type of PLA. It's PLA-F instead of PLA just space, I guess. So we do have a little bit of inconsistency. I might go through with like fingernail polish and just spruce it up a little. But yeah, we have the heading knob, and it's actually super... Ooh, come on, you got this. It's actually super recessed right here because because I used super long rotary encoders, because they're just what I have. But yeah, so this is the GNS, not GNS. This is just the G1000, and then we also have the Gns430. That's right. Yes, it is. Off camera, I did add 2 of these rotary encoders to have the option to adjust the volume. I think that'll be a good feature, and they actually just barely fit in there. They're pretty tight, but yeah, it's a good thing. Oh, should I bug everyone? Usually you can bug people. We're gonna go Discord, and then do the thing where you tell everyone it's starting. I think that's what I forgot. Give me them live streams. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. Woohoo. These are always so exciting because it's like you're hanging out with a bunch of random strangers. Okay, maybe it's a little cooler than that, but I really like doing it. It's exciting to get to talk to you all. But yeah, what should we work on next? This is tricky. I think we're gonna work on the flip-flop knob right here. It's a little out of tolerance. The good thing is, actually that doesn't matter. I was gonna say the good thing is we haven't soldered anything yet, but if you look right here, woo-wee, we actually have soldered this little thing right here. We haven't soldered these switches yet, so we have a little bit of play right there, but we have soldered this metal piece right here, and this metal piece acts as a rod that this flip-flop mechanism works off of. I really like this mechanism. Let's see. Yeah, we have this right here. So yeah, basically what's happening is this is interfering with this bottom part right here, so we need to make it a little smaller. I do like this mechanism a lot. We'll have to we'll have to unmount this Arduino right here. And then once we do that, we can have access to these switches. I think it's pretty awesome how the Arduino is mounted on the same spacers, the same hex spacers as this little PCB right here. Yeah, it's a little messy, but we're gonna zip tie it up once we're done to make it more professional and more beautiful. Shall we? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna set up a keyboard shortcut. Yeah, here's the camera. I forgot that's in frame. Oh. Wow. This is so wacky. Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. Are your dual encoders, are these homemade? They are not. Initially, I planned on having them homemade, and I'll even share my screen. This one? Yeah. Oh, there's my videos. There's my to-do list. I have this checklist on my YouTube thing that's like close out of all the tabs, but I never do it. Let's be honest. Where is it? Fusion 360. Yes. Where am I? Yes. So I'll show you my initial Fusion 360 experience. I will also show you the homemade dual encoders right here that I'm working on right now, actually. These are the Flight Sim Maker ones. I didn't design them, but they are designed really well. I like them a lot. The tolerances are a little finicky. I think I just need to calibrate my printer because I've never actually done that. Probably should. But if you don't get them to the right tolerances, or you don't like, you know, it's a computer part. Not a computer part. It's like a part you need to have tolerances and everything. If you don't get it to the right tolerance, it can be a little finicky. So make sure your printer's all calibrated, just because I think that helps a lot. Where was I going? Oh, I do want to show you something very fun. We can even move this out of the way, probably. Something awesome about this is you just unscrew it a little, and then you can just kind of have it out of the way. There we go. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought, and we're gonna put the train back on the rails, shall we? So radio stack, GNS430, and dual encoder. These two are, one of them's a copy of the other, and I don't know what's up with it. But I do want to show you the CAD model of the GNS430 first. Let's go with that one. Gotcha. So let's see. Oh, and we can even like move stuff if we want to. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Ooh, we have a lot of parts of the GNS430. The CAD model isn't finished. I just have all the buttons. I want to have the buttons easy to print. So basically, I want to have a copy inside the Fusion 360 that automatically updates. This is a weird concept for me to explain because I'm new to it a little bit, but I want to have all of these models right here all like in the right place. So if we just say move body, let's say for now point to point, let's say, I don't know, from here to wherever here, let's say that's right. Even though it's not, I don't think the message button is there. Unless it is, that's a freaky luck accident. But yeah, let's say wherever it is in real life, we move it. I'm a perfectionist. This was a horrible thing to do, Trevor. Am I perfectionist? I don't even know. Oh yeah, so here it is. Here's the button, and it's recessed. And so you do that, and then you can make a joint so it like pops in and out. You can test everything to make sure it works in CAD, which is wonderful. You can see all the tolerances, super easy. But then from there, what I want to do, let's unmove it, if that's a thing. From there, I want to have things easy print, so you can print them pretty easily. So right here, you have a group of these. Uh-oh, my volume is low. So let's turn that up. Here we go. Can you hear me now? I think I'm supposed to be between -20 and -15. That's like the rule of thumb, I think. Filters, gain. Let's lift our gain a little, shall we? Is this better? Okay. I think it is. Yeah. Oh, wow. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. It's really weird because with video editing, you can be like, that's a little bit quiet. Let's turn that up. But with live streaming, you are the volume. Doesn't that make you feel good? You are. Yeah, I don't know how loud I am because I don't have everything. Turn up the volume even more. Once I start turning it up too much, it actually peaks. So that might be your speaker system. If I turn it up like this much, I think that's a comfortable range. 15 to negative 15 to -20 decibels. Yeah, great. Yeah, but if I like smash the microphone, that's bad. Wonderful, awesome. Do I eat planes? That I think is a weird question. But there is a guy who ate a Cessna 150. I'm pretty sure a few of you know it. Here you go. So yeah, if anyone's interested in the story of the man who eats a Cessna 150, you can just click the Wikipedia article. I don't know. Let me know if the volume is all good for you. It should be good on my end. So yeah. All good to go? Woohoo! Or I can just talk like this. Yeah, I don't know if this might be this is a podcasting mic, so I'm pretty sure it has to be like closer to my face or something. I don't know. When it is in frame, I look like a pro YouTuber though, so you can't win them all. Oh, back to CAD. Wonderful. I feel like I'm gonna bonk my tooth and have to end the stream early. What have you done? Let's go through right. So I really like the CAD model because I can really do everything here. And then yeah, I can fix everything here. It's cool. You can align things. It's pretty groovy. I think everything's messing with my white balance though, because there's so much green screen here, and my thing doesn't do it properly. If that makes sense. I'm going to figure out a way to fix this. I think what I'm going to do is put the webcam to make webcam pointing on my table and then the good camera facing my face. It's a logistical problem for me right now, but whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay. Without further ado, let's start to do. Yeah, I'll fix that. Don't worry. There's so many. Oh, I think it's the color correction. Here we go. Is this better? I don't even know. Let's just, is this better? I think it is. I think it's this thing. There we go. Configure video and then white balance. It's all about the white balance. And it automatically makes it awful, which is kind of, ooh. There you go. Now I'm not so pale. I think like, yeah, that's probably good. Yeah. Sweet. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll go back on topic. I do want to catch up right here. Volume is low. Turn up the volume. I can't anymore without ruining it. what printer do I recommend? Jojo, I would honestly recommend the Ender 3 Pro version 2. If I could buy another 3D printer, I would buy that one because, but definitely make sure it has a silent board, unless you just want to upgrade it later. A silent board is a huge advantage for me, or would be, but yeah, let me see if I can show you. Oh, hello Discord. I keep doing this. Let's see, how do I do this? I have to go back to the scene, and then I have to open up my background. It's actually a mess. I'm gonna clean it up. Shh. Okay. And by clean up, I of course mean just throw everything everywhere. That's... Oh, I almost show you where I threw everything everywhere. So this is my 3D printer. I gotta put some good RGB lights on it so it like looks cool. I think this 3D printer is now getting jealous of my computer. So yeah, we will do a little bit of 3D printing in the future, but I do like this Ender 3 a lot. You can't hear me, but it's a good option. So just either the Ender 3 or the Ender 3 Pro version 2, I think would be a great fit. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, leave it. It's fine. Is this my own design? This actually is. This is completely my own design. Let me see. Come back. Where to go? Yeah. Right here. This is my own design. I designed it. That makes it my own design, I guess. So, do I need to give any credit for anything? No. No, this is all of my design, I believe. I did take inspiration from the Flight Sim Maker buttons. So, they work in a very similar fashion. So, here are the actual, like, Flight Sim Maker buttons. But yeah. You'll see, like, this type of button a lot of places, so... I don't know if I don't think he invented it, but this is the only way I've seen it in avionics systems. Oh, and yeah, here's the dual encoder I was trying to make. There's a reason that it hasn't been really made, and that's because it's awful. Shh. Yeah. So, I think there are like 3 dual encoder versions I've made, but basically you have a rough knob. It's actually just a gear. You have a fine knob. Once you hide this rough knob, it's exposed. There's a center core, and then this center core goes down here. The center core goes all the way down to the fine needle. The rough core goes all the way and turns a gear and goes to the rough needle, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's kind of, I basically took inspiration from a bunch of different dual encoders, mashed them all up, and I think only the bad parts made it into this one, so it doesn't really work very well. So I just took ideas from different places. It didn't really work too well, so it could be considered a failure, but I learned a lot, so I'm going to consider it a very good success. I learned a lot about CAD, and I think my CAD structure is a lot more organized than it used to be. But yeah, so I also figured out if I was to pull in a dual encoder, there's actually not really a place to put it. So if I went 90 degrees, put it over here, backed it up, beep, beep, beep. There's not really a place to put it if we go over here. You see, if we put it here, there are buttons interfering with it right here, so it can't go back there. And then if we say, oh, just rotate it, the same thing happens. There's buttons over here interfering with it. So we could only realistically fit one in, and I don't want to do something like this. This was the only other solution I could find, something like this where they would hang off the bottom, but I wouldn't want to do that because my speaker just fell. I should probably build a mounting system for it. But basically, I lost my train of thought. This happens so easily. Basically, I don't want to have anything underneath the GNS530 because I want each avionics system to be a standalone system. You could unplug a GNS530, plug in a GNS430, and you could get up and running. I want my simulator to be modular, just like Mikey's flight deck. I'm going to pull up his... I was so close. I'm going to pull up something that I thought was his last post. It wasn't his last one. Maybe I lied. But it's this post when he he had to replace some servo motors because they just died away in silence. And I was like, I bet you're glad you made it modular. And he said, exactly. So just this reason alone is enough. Not like just this reason, but I really want to embrace a modular system. My Cessna is cut into 4 sections. We can pull up the Cessna 172 project shell real quick to show you if you're new to the project. But yeah, it's broken into 4 sections, and then that just allows modularity where I can't get it other places. I do want to check the chat. Let's see. I'm so pale. Yeah, it must be tiring. Is this my own Oh, I gotta look up the context behind that. I bet that's funny. Hello. Yes, RGB lights will improve my prints by 50% at least. And in fact, I would argue that that the RGB in my computer has drastically increased my performance. If I go to Task Manager, right now when I'm streaming, we put the performance charts on. It's just undeniable. My computer has to work less because of the RGB. I'm so glad I upgraded computers. The RGB is really pulling through on this one. Yep, I can't agree. Undeniably, PC performance. 5G gives cancer. Okay, I've been looking for a good dual encoder. These look like a good design and cheaper than buying the real one. Yeah. So the one I made, I honestly wouldn't recommend it. I've had to be doing a lot of prototyping. I'd have to make some fixes to it first. But yeah, this one, if I do fix it and it's beautiful, I'll release it. But I don't want to release crap, to be quite frank. Okay, what if you made the knobs a bit longer so the gears sit behind the buttons? That is an idea. So the knobs sit behind the buttons. Yeah, I could do that. So that's the third idea. I was thinking of that. I don't know where my latest version of the, let's see, recent data. No, not search that. Gotta search dual encoder. I think I had a version that was even later than this one. Okay, 21. It was, yeah, it was this one. I don't know why it's in the wrong one, but yeah. Yeah, so here's the latest design. I think it was hidden behind the Ethernet, but it has a little bit of a cooler mounting system and this part right here, so it works a lot better. Yeah, I would have to make a design like that, but honestly, these are so much smaller that it's. And again, they're prop wash sim dual encoders, like Similar said, and they're $13. And it turned out that the amount of time I was spending on this design was in the like tens of hours, and it wasn't looking like it was getting it to an optimistic place. So I ignored the sunken cost fallacy and just said, I really need to stop designing these. So I just picked up these, and they work a lot better. The knobs are a little bit smaller than I expected them to be, but you could 3D print some bigger ones if you wanted. Okay. So yeah, only $13. I'll check those out. Great. I will add your dual encoder idea to my list, though, because I like document everything I can reasonably. Here we go. Let's see. Here's my beautiful artwork. Okay, I'm gonna... There we go. It's all filed away, and I don't have to get any more of that. Okay, great. Where was I going with this? Let's see. I'm gonna make these magnetic, and then get a magnetic table. So if I like drop them, they'll just snap onto the magnetic table. I won't have to search for them. Okay. It looks like everyone's talking about RGB cancer. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah. Let me actually, I want to figure out what this is. In German, please. I'm sorry, I can't speak German very fluently. Sorry if I stole your thunder, Captain. Oh no, the thunder is available to everyone. Thunder is actually open source. Oh, hey, Revo Truck Simulator. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same thing. Okay, let's go get on with the show. I feel like that's something that would be in like one of those movies where everyone's snobby. Let's get on with the show, shall we? Yeah, but this is my CAD. I will show you a little bit of a sneak peek. I usually like to keep things a secret, but today we're gonna see something. We're just gonna reveal the secret. So I've been working a little bit on section 2, and here's my progress. Here's the full assembly. Oh no, should I close the data window so you... There you go, you can't see it. Ha! Can you see it? Yeah, here's section 2, full assembly. So, I made a lot of progress in the last few weeks. I did think I showed this on Instagram. Not quite sure. Did I? Profile. Oh yeah, I did. So, I made this post right here, but it was a while ago. So I'll show you the updated version right here. Yeah. So here's the version. It goes around here. You can even go into the render tab, and it looks a little better. In Canvas render, and you can like be all fancy. It's funny. It's funny how that works. Yeah. Dr. Wigglespank. I was planning a simple radio panel, but yeah, it's time consuming. Building is almost as fun as flying though, so I don't mind. Yeah, definitely. It's it can be time consuming to do stuff like that. So yeah, it's all up to you. Wonderful. Art. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was gonna work on. It's so fun how the conversation like flows through different topics. But yeah, here's the render. It looks pretty fun. I don't know. Does it like pause here? But we'll turn off the render. But yeah, here it is, and I hope you like it. Render mode is pretty fun, and you can even go into design again and see it. I think design mode almost looks cooler because you get to see all the lines. I did figure out something. Where is it? Display settings, visual style, wireframe, and then you can make cool like stuff here, which is pretty awesome. I think it's awesome. So that's something cool. I think Control 6 was the one I used. Control 6, Control 5, 4, 3, and you can just walk through them. So yeah, if you want to go to rendered, you can Control 4, and that takes you right there. Control 4, Control 5, Control 6, Control 7, Control 8, Control 9, Control 0. Okay, yeah. That just walks you through it. It looks like our Wi-Fi is funking it up. If you put bigger wheels on that too, you could tow it behind a car. I like that a lot. I'm gonna put that one somewhere on my idea list. That's hilarious. I was actually thinking that once all the sections are done and dusted, I would connect it all up and ride it down the driveway. And I think that would be hilarious. I don't know how well it's gonna go, and I will use different wheels than the section 1, because section 1 I got a good deal on wheels, which is the good news. But the bad news is that I got a good deal on wheels. So yeah, I used wheels from a furniture dolly. They're actually the Harbor Freight ones. I don't just pull up a link. Or I'll just give you a picture. But basically I used one of, where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. But yeah, I used one of these, $10 for 4 wheels instead of $50 for 4 wheels. So that was a good deal. They're not that much. They're like $7 a wheel versus $7 a wheel usually versus like $2.50 a wheel. Yeah. So yeah. So they're half as much, but a fourth as good. So yeah, it worked for section 1 because I don't really need the section 1 wheels to be good. It does rattle, but I don't need them to be good. Section 2, however, will take a lot of weight, and since it takes a lot of weight, I want to have good vinyl wheels. Okay, similar. Captain, will you share your Fusion files? Okay, so I only share Fusion files when it's a good, viable product. It's starting to get to the point where it's starting to make sense with the GNS530, but as soon as I share something, I'm like condemned to the support pulpit. So I don't like sharing files, but the Cessna 172 project, I'm not like liable for anything, or I don't have to share any support with it. Let's see. So the Cessna 172 project files, you don't even have to download anything to get it. You can click this link on the spreadsheet, and you come to the product breakdown system. right here. So you could download like all the files here, kind of, and go down the assembly tree to find each individual part. So if you want to download the shell model for section 1, you can go, okay, it's section 1, 1-1-1-0-000. Section 1 top level would be this one. Section 1 shell model would be this one. And you can just go ahead and view them online. I don't know why it looks like this. This is a little odd. I'll have to fix the appearance, but you can download all of these. And the awesome thing about these links is that you can download them as a Fusion 360 file, as an Inventor file, as a step file. And I think the step file will be the most useful for most people because any CAD program can usually use step. It's pretty industry standard. So yeah, you can just go here. Here's section 1 full assembly. Again, I don't know what's up with the appearance. I'll fix that if I can. And then, of course, you have section 0-0 complete assembly. So the complete assembly right here. And yeah, you have access to all of the files from the Cessna 172 project. But these files, but any of the alpha files for like my little projects, you can find under Patreon, and you have to sign up to be a Patreon because I can't really offer support for free for alpha project files or beta project files. But yeah, and I don't. It's a little weird. So yeah, you can get the GNS530 early access files if you want. Right here on Fusion, on the Patreon. The link is in the description, but I don't release the files until I make a video about them because, you know, it's a little weird when you get it. It's just a wave of emails if otherwise, because every question you get is something you usually respond to. So yeah. Okie dokie, I have no clue what's going on with the RGB cancer. We're just going to kind of ignore that. Let's see. Okay, actually. Similar, if you want the files, you can email me, and since you asked, I think I can give them to you. But yeah, it's not. It's just I don't want to make them public. Mostly, hey, what is your plan for a display, or are you going down the VR route? For displays, I'm using a single projector. In the last video, after the cheesy King Bob introduction, I went a little bit into how I'm gonna mount the projector a little, and that'll be basically the system for visuals. There will be, I think, side windows, so it'll be a projector, 2 side windows once I save up enough for those. And yeah. Actually, I do want to look this up. I think it's just a. Oh, that's funny. I don't think there's anything that California thinks is bad in RGB lights, so it should be good. I think they're referring to the cancer itself of RGB, pretending it's a disease. So yeah, I do like a lot in Fusion 360. I can make joints like this. So what I went ahead and did, which was super effective, was make a joint around here. This should be fixed. It should be centered, but who cares for now? But basically, you can go around this pivot point, and you can test things out before you print them. Before I did this, I had like probably four failed prints. Not failed prints, but failed prototypes, just because I was guessing and checking, which was incredibly inefficient. Instead, if I go and do something like this, I can say, okay, this is actually something I was impressed with. I'm like, dang, you're smart. But I have this button right here. I extruded a little more to get to the proper button height. And then there's actually a separate body right here. This is the button. This is the button height right here. Basically, the difference between when it's pressed and unpressed. So it's the travel distance. And what I did was I made sure that when this switch is in the down position, or when it clicks the button, it engages with this portion right here. You'll see it's intersecting, and we could like do a inspect. How would we do this? Interference, yeah. We'll undo it. But you can select this and this, compute, and you say, okay, they are interfering by this much volume. That doesn't mean anything to me, but you can do an interference analysis, or just check visually. Like, it's not that hard. But yeah, you can do an interference analysis and try to get that little volume amount the highest possible, I think. So you're making sure to have the best contact, if that makes sense. I don't think that's not exactly how this works. You're not purely looking for volume, but you know, I don't know if this makes. I'll just simplify and say, if this button goes bam and clicks the button, we're good. But if it goes, but while it clicks the button, if it goes bam and hits the wall, we're not so good. So basically what I did is I mocked up this situation here, and yeah. So yeah, it hits the button right here, but it can make contact. Let's back it up a little more. It can make contact without hitting the wall. So that's what we were looking for. Same idea over here. I should get a better mouse. This isn't good for dragging. Same over here. You can hit this wall. You don't have to hit this wall, and you can hit this button. That's a really niche part of it, but who cares? We can do whatever. Yeah. So yeah, here's my GNS530 design, and I should design the hex spacers even after this to hold the Arduino, but CAD doesn't always have to reflect real life. Now that I say that, I think I'm going to show you another thing I've done. No, oh, I showed you the wrong one. Oops, let's see. Section 1-0, full assembly. Yeah, I felt like it was the most important thing at the time to design the Awooga horn into the CAD model. So yeah, now if anyone wants, the Awooga horn CAD model is in the simulator, even though it's something off the shelf. So yeah, you have a CAD model right there. Let's catch up on the conversation. We have so much to say together. I don't know. And yeah. Hey, it's Fried Chicken. Welcome to the live stream. I haven't seen you in a while either. How do you do? I think Yummy is a troll. I think he's a human, actually. How much money did I spend on this project? Let me see. I need to put that on my Cessna 172 spreadsheet, like right here. I will pull up my budget if I can. I'll give you a rough estimate, but I do need to total it all really quickly because there's separate finances, and I'll give you an estimate real quick. Okay, look over here. Oh, too much. So I'll give you a rundown real quick. I spent probably $200 on plywood, and that like 2 years ago would have gotten me the entire Cessna 172 for plywood, but no, that gave me like 2 sheets, 2 or 3. I spent about $200 on plywood. I used all wood we already had for the structure. For like, let me see, this part, this wooden structure. $20 for the wheels. So section 1 costed me $200. This computer, did I say 200? This computer, I believe, totaled up to be $2,000. But but I think if I justify it with like, it was ruining my life, the other one, then I'll be like, yeah, whatever. And I worked over summer, so it's not like I'm going into debt, but yeah, it was so painful to see like, oh, that's money I could have spent on college. And I'm like, oh no, is my like college debt going to be this much more than it will be? But if I look at my YouTube stuff right here, let me see. If I look at CBS income, Captain Bob Sim income, I did make more from Captain Bob. I did make about that much. So the computer like kind of paid itself off in a way. But yeah, so the computer I'm justifying because it allows me to do stuff like this without having it bad. But yeah. Okay. That is how much money so far on section 1. Let's go to section 2 and see how much it will cost, because I think that's important to explain. I'm going to pull up a source right here. Shop. The panel right here on section 2 would cost $125, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. So this one, and then you'd have to get a custom-made left-hand panel. Just like email them and get a quote for that. This piece right here, I think you'd also have to do. I think I might just leave that plywood or something. It won't matter for now, but I might like upgrade it later. I still need to figure these out. But then I have a backing panel right here, and this will probably end up being $20 worth of fire. I said firewood. That just killed a part of my soul. Plywood is not firewood. It's almost more expensive than gold now. It makes me sad. Okay, so that I was like, no. But yeah, this panel right here is acrylic. I saw that was a question. What was the panel made of? This is acrylic. This is acrylic. This is acrylic. Yeah. I do want to compartmentalize this, so I'll actually basically cut a line from here to here if I can. It's very safely. I don't want to ruin the panel. It's too beautiful. So if I can't like cut it safely or something, then I would leave it, of course. I do like the idea of having everything very modular, and I could take out the 6-pack to work on my 6-pack. Yeah. That's probably the stupidest thing I've said all day. But I want to take out the 6-pack so I can work on my 6-pack. I can take out sections individually. But then after this section, there's this part. It's probably $20 worth of plywood. So I think we'd be at $2,000 if we were to spend it. $2,000, probably $2,400. And then this plywood, additionally, $2,000. Oh yeah, and then hardware, stuff like that, wheels, $2,500 I think would be a good estimate. This is a long project, so it's easy to see very big numbers like that and say, holy cow, that's a lot to spend on one thing. But it is a lot of individual purchases that kind of build up onto one. It's I guess it's kind of like, actually I don't have anything to compare it to. But yeah, I made my second payment from YouTube ads. So I would like to say a humongous thank you to all of you for watching the videos, tuning in, commenting. It really makes a difference in the project itself, and it makes a difference in my heart. So yeah, thank you all of you viewers. You really help make this project possible. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then if you want like electronics, so I think I'm trying to keep this under $3,000 total. But this is my 20-hour job during the weekend, during the summer, and then it's like a 15-hour job during the school year. So wait, let me see my budget. I want to check something. I call it my 20-hour job because I work 10 hours a week on the editing and video production specifically, and then another probably 10 hours a week designing everything and customer support, I call it. But let's see. I wonder if there's a way I can show just a little bit. I'll just take a screenshot because I don't want, my budget isn't public yet because it's like personal too. But here's how much I make per month. $66 from YouTube. So in a year, oh, what the, come back. I know this is a like GNS430 live stream, but I did want to show you this because I think it's like, finance isn't one of the parts we talk about a lot in flight simulation. We're always just like, this is how much this costs, and it's kind of, I think it's important to have budgeting skills as well in flight simulator. But I spend 42 hours a month. I make $66 a month from various revenue sources. In a year, I spend in a year, so basically 66 times 12, I make $800. So averaging this out, I make $1.57 an hour. But then if you include all of the expenses, every hour I work on Captain Bob, I lose $5. So I should probably fire myself and report myself to the government because I'm not making minimum wage. Yeah, so I do lose money from this, but honestly, I find such great joy in like creating things that don't exist and learning new things, new skills. So yeah, so I'm willing to work like, how many more hours I'm willing to work probably, I'm willing to work 10 extra hours a week in my job to do it. And yeah. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Let's see, where was I? I'm lost. There's like RGB cancer, and then trolls and files. I don't even know what to do here. Okay, let's see where I was. I'll look for this. That I feel like got super sad. It's like I'm losing money. But yeah, so I do lose $5 an hour from Captain Bob, but I enjoy it. I enjoy losing money. Does that just make me an impulse shopper, I guess? Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's see. So yeah, that's about how much, Sammy. Your fusion skills are good, sir. Oh, thank you so much. It's a lot of practice and a lot more pain of like doing things wrong. Yeah, doing things wrong is, I think, necessary almost, but yeah. honestly, I have to give a lot of the credit to Brad Tallis, his series that just go along designing something. I learned so much from those. I would have never have learned about the shell command. And honestly, if I knew about the shell command a while ago, I'll show you one of my older CAD models. Let's see. It's in my Yoke folder, which doesn't exist, I don't think. Oh, Cessna Yoke. Discovering something that doesn't exist. Yeah. I do want to show you. This was... Wait, was this 2021? Oh no, what have I done? Here's my first Yoke model, I think. So, it looks like I got a cookie cutter from like Amazon, scaled it up, and then just used that. I did pull off an online thing somewhere. I think it was a GrabCAD model. But, oh, this is beautiful. So here's my other yoke design. Again, it wasn't practical. It wasn't good. It didn't fit. It's awful. Here's backdoor. I really don't like sharing it with people because then they expect it. But I made something here for the mounting mechanism. I made this part here. Oh, not hole. I meant to hide. Is V for visibility? Yeah. And I made this system, but instead of using the shell command, like I really wanted to do, I used an extrude. So I made a sketch, offset the sketch, and extruded. So yeah, not my brightest moment. I didn't know about like components and stuff as much then. So these all could have been bodies easily, and I don't know. I wasn't thinking too hot back then, and I think the design suffered for it. But yeah, just if you want a model like this, I'm not going to share this one. It's kind of awful. It doesn't go together very well, and the screw spacing is horrendous. There's a GrabCAD Cessna 172 SciTech yoke, and someone modeled it for you, so you can go ahead and probably use that. Probably, yeah. There we go. At Ian. Oh yeah, yummy. What's with all the cancer stuff? Hush up. Would it be easier to add an extension to the back of the two-way toggle rather than extend the top of the button? Okay. Let me see. Extension. Wait. Would it be easier to add an extension to the back of the two-way? Then extend the top of the button. I don't know. It probably would. Let me see this. I don't think I understand that fully. Extension to the back of the two-way rocker. I assume you mean this switch. Yeah, just extend a little bit of that rather than extend the top of the button. Let's see. But we'll move to this one. So I'm bigger. Haha. Oh, you can even see when I did my six-pack joke. You do. It's flipped for me. Wait, is it flipped for you too? No, it's not. But it's flipped for me, so I'm like. But yeah. So this rocker right here. Again, sorry about that. It's interesting about that. That was a problem with my design. With designing it, I was honestly confused whether to. I didn't really know when to design back this. No, for you it's back this way instead of designing this way forward. So like if I press forward that way, there's more material, but if I press backwards, there's more material. It's a little weird. I don't think I fully understand what you're saying, however. But yeah, that is a good point. I think it is easier to probably extrude back this way than it is to extrude this way. I think. Okay. Oh yeah. The interference thing, it's not something that you'll use probably every day, but when you need it, it's there. How much was my 3D printer? $192. That's actually completely random. I think it was like 220. Hello, fried chicken. That's good to hear. You're doing good. Can I sing Katy Perry? Yes, but it's atrocious. Oh, I think that was like a joke, but I kind of grazed over it. What is the panel made of? Oh yeah, I answered that. Acrylic, and then the back support panel on section 2-0-000 is going to be plywood, and that you can just drill screws through. You can really have it be the bulky support system, but you really don't want to be drilling screws, like tapping screws into acrylic as much. In my opinion, like this is the decorative piece, and behind it is where like all the instruments just get mashed into it. Do you pay your taxes, Captain Bob? I do. Yeah, it's annoying. Gotta get all those W-2s. You make pretty good simming how-to videos. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you so much, Jojo. I really hope you like them. You're investing in your future, so it all works out. I'm gonna copy and paste that one into my budget. I really need more justifications, so anything. If I get an excuse to use it, I will, and that's a good one. Let's see. I'm investing in my future. That's a good one. My other excuse is that what was my other excuse? Is that this simulator project is something that will enhance my resume. So I don't even know if it directly will, because if I'm going into like customer service or something, they're gonna be like, cool, you build weird plane things. You can definitely ring our telephones. But like in the airlines, I think it would be pretty impressive. Or they would be skeptical. They're like, oh, yeah. Not gonna sing that song. I'm actually going to delete your message and put you in timeout. Ha! The radio panel. Did I say radio panel? Maybe I did. Okay, looks like you used taller buttons in your actual piece. That's what... Oh, yeah, it would probably be easy to use shorter buttons, I think. Oh, okay. I think... Oh, gotcha. So yeah, I did use pretty tall buttons on these because I found them on eBay for like... I found 100 buttons for like $1, and I was like, wow, this is the most stuff I've gotten for $1. So yeah, that's why I bought those. And it looks like the comments have slowed down, and so has my mouth, I think, because I'm like, so yeah, it looks like we're gonna kind of just go on. But we got it covered. Awesome. It's so tricky when things are hard to explain. They're like, well, imagine this, but then don't. You're like, wait, what? Oh, this caught my attention. This is something I think is brilliant, and no, not the learning platform. This right here is the canvas it's a little canvas shared component. So you could go into Cessna 172 project. This is only for me, but I have it under section 0 somewhere. Is it full shell? I have this canvas for reference, and it's an entire situation. No. Oh yeah, bisimilar. It's the entire canvas. I'm sorry, I'll just open it to show you. It's hard. It's one of those things that's hard to explain, or maybe I'm just stupid, but it's an entire component, and you're like, wow, a component, it must have so much geometry and bodies and stuff like that. But basically what I did was copied over the full body, and then initially it had canvases like this, but I realized, wait, I need those canvases other places too, because they're dang good canvases. So I really wanted to preserve the origin too, because if I have a different origin point for every canvas, you're building off of canvases, and then you move it back, and you're like, oh, no, what have I done? Because if they don't line up exactly, you kind of play telephone, and you design off of something that was designed off of something else. And so I really wanted a canvas that was just the same throughout. What's the word for same throughout? Mixture, homogeneous, same throughout. I think so. Yeah, that's the fancy chemistry word or something. But yeah, you want this to be consistent with everything. And now that I think about it, that word in that context doesn't mean that. But yeah. So I could I have this linked component, and I put it in here. If I go to section 2, where is it? Section 2 over here, the shell. I put in this shell over here too. And then that just let me design this is going to help me design the glare shield. It helped me know where to put the instrument panel. And also I'll design the glare shield. The glare shield will stick out a certain amount, I think 1.5-ish inches, probably 2 inches about. I'm not really sure, but it'll stick out a little, and then it'll seep back into the airplane. I did design this a little weird, so maybe the windshield is off. Contiguous. I think that's the word. Yes. Yeah, thank you so much. Contiguous. Oh, yeah, because contiguous United States. That's like the lower 48, I think. Maybe. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just the same throughout. There we go. That was a tangent, but I didn't have to constrain it, so it's a good tangent. Yeah. Oh, that is so awkward. I forgot to change the title. Yeah, today is 6/25/2021. Hate to do this, Yummy. But I'm actually, do I have to take action? Meh. Oh, whoa, I forgot. This is so smart. I did all of these layer groups. So I can say this group is when a ton of stuff happened. And I can say this group is all of the profile sketches. I forgot I did this. This is genius. Wow, I'm impressed. This is the one I used for all of the planes. I inserted the canvases. I inserted the profiles. Man, this has been a journey. Sorry, walk down memory lane. And this time I didn't trip. So yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is make a new one right here. Recenter this, however that happened. I don't know how it got off center. Let me go back to this button right here and redo the joint. Where is the joint? Oh yeah, here it is. So you go click edit joint, Snap to this, maybe? No. Yes. Components. This one and oh, maybe I gotta move it. There we go. Now, I think point to point is the best one because you can move things like that and then just free move them back. Sorry, this is just something I'm moving it honestly because I want to have this so that it's an accurate representation, but yeah. Sweet. So now it's more accurate and it was a little lopsided, so that'll help. I think I captured position. Yeah, there's a move command. Not too fond of move things in my timeline, and it looks like I gotta edit it because I moved it the wrong way. I'm going to align it, actually. So unmove, if that's a thing, and then align. I think align is sometimes better. I want to align this hoop with this hoop. Can I? Okay, maybe not. Oh well. I'm sure I'll fix it. It's okay. I'll just do it off camera. But yeah, if you do want to get these, I should have a Patreon thing in the description below. But yeah, if you want the files, the alpha files, that's what I call them, the alpha files to this, go ahead and look in the description below. There should be a Patreon link. Otherwise, it's captainbobsim.com/ no, actually, should it be? Could it be? But yeah, Patreon, the Captain Bob Patreon is where you'll find these alpha files. Once I not delete them, once I release them, this design will be free. But as always, like my VOR, probably should have done something with my VOR where I made an alpha version and then figured it out because it's not very good design. But you know, wow. Oh no, now there are 2 yummies. I'm gonna put this one in timeout because he cussed at me. Okay, so oh wow, that a lot just happened. I'll just put them both in timeout. I don't know how this works. Yeah, I hope you're all having a good day, and I think that actually, do we want to? Let's do an unbagging. Everyone does unboxings, but let's see. Oh, actually, while I'm setting everything up, Fusion. Oh, I can't spell today. I'll get this link for you right now. So I follow all of Brad Tallis's Fusion 360 series. Is that a thing? So he should have so he has a pencil sharpener project right here. This is the one I learned on, the nostalgia. Right here. This one I learned so much about everything on. I haven't followed his laser projector project, but I imagine that one would be good too. And I still have to catch up on the miter saw. I will show you those real quick because I can. And I'll try to set up too if I can. Where's my pencil sharpener? Yeah, here's all the files I used to learn about CAD. Let's see. Here's the miter saw project we're doing right now. Here's the CAD pencil sharpener too. But yeah, here are all of the projects I've done to learn CAD that are completely useless. They're not for printing or anything. So don't feel bad if you don't understand CAD right away. There are many failures involved. I think, oh, this is actually a goofy folder. Yeah, and it's interesting. This isn't even all of them. Those are all the ones I've found so far. But yeah, here's the project. Here, the latest series he's doing. I think he finished. But you have this miter saw table, like an offshoot table, and then the pencil sharpener. That's another good one right here. Yeah, the memories. But yeah, sweet. And then, yeah, just look up Brad Tallis pencil sharpener. Here's the pencil sharpener we designed. Good times. It's super cool. There's like a gear system, if I can find it. I'm going to isolate this. Oops, that's my bad. Is part 4 the one with crazy stuff in it? Cutter assembly. Cutter. Piston assembly? Maybe I should leave this alone. Maybe I shouldn't. I can do whatever I want. This is my show. Be gone. Where are the gears? I know there were gears somewhere. It was super cool. The gears like moved together. Oh, this spring moves up and down, I think. Oh, up here. Ooh, not hole. I keep mixing up H and V. V is like for visibility. V stands for visibility. But you'll notice these gears right here, they should be movable. They're not. I don't think this is the complete version. But it's cool. The gears moved and meshed properly. It was super fun. Oh, it was a blast. Yes. So yeah, there's that one. And yeah. Wonderful. I think we might actually be... Oh, I forgot my unboxing video. Let's go to scene, this one, and we have the camera back. And let's turn it on. Yes! It takes a while to warm up. Maybe if I put it in like studio mode, and then what you can do is you can like hide one, and then you can like double click it or something. And then, I don't actually know how to do it. Huh. I forgot how to use studio mode, to be completely honest. Oh, does it have to be on? Did it run out of battery? Maybe. Maybe it's... Ah, here we go. We're going to do an unbagging. Okay, I wonder what's inside the bag. Oh, let's... What could it be? Oh, I gotta, like, monitor the chat. That's something you gotta do. Otherwise, everyone's like, we can't hear you. But we have something in this bag. I don't know what it is. Oh, wow. That's very cool. Okay, so these are about, I think, let's see. I think they're about 3 feet long, which is like so many millimeters, if any of you metric people are wondering. Yeah, about 3 feet. These have, let's see, I think they have 8 wires. Yeah, 2 of them are hidden, but these will be super good for like switch panels and stuff. So yeah, I wonder what's next. Oh, another one. Okay, that was the joke. You can like see through it. And then, yes, at least 12 millimeters. And then you have this wire too, is white wire. It's pretty nice. And we also have, oh no, I'm colorblind. Oh, some of this is green, some of it is black. And the black wire is super nice because you can designate ground. So this is all actually, this is all scrap wire, which is my favorite kind of wire because it's free. So if there, so basically, it was in the scrap bin, so I can take it because they were throwing it away. And don't worry, I asked. I'm not just stealing wires. That would be fun. Yeah, Dominic, I got it from work. And yeah, I got a cool bag with it. Sweet. That was the unboxing. Unbagging. There's a lot of it too. I wasn't expecting it. Woohoo! Oh dear, that's funny. Yeah. So that's the exciting wiring mystery. What should we do next? I'm like a what do I call it? Yes. But yeah, it's funny because the hookup wires, I think they're called that. Yeah, those wires are interesting because they're not always the best quality, but it's tricky to get wires. But those are free because they don't need them. It'd be too much effort, I think, to sort them and get them. Whoa, there's a button to insert ads. Wow. Oh, and then you can add stream markers. I didn't know this. Whoa. Ready? I'm going to add a stream marker. I don't even know what that means. Wow. Cool. Okay, let's... Goodbye, camera. Oh, don't hit that, please. Thank you. Cap Bob Flight Elation. So yeah, that was my unboxing. Maybe I don't build up enough hype for them. I know a lot of YouTubers are like, today we're gonna be unboxing something amazing. Exactly like that. So yeah, sorry I didn't like hype it up enough. It's a super cool thing because these like multi-wires things are so super cool. Insert ads. You might want to make it to $2 an hour. Yeah. I don't know how. What I think I'll do is I'll insert an ad right before I right before I need to like fill up my water bottle or something. I could insert an ad right now. I don't really want to. Honestly, whenever there's ads in live streams, it's kind of interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's economically feasible right now. I have a little calculator on my budget that tells me how much ads are worth. But let's see. YouTube. So if I like enter right now, there are 8 viewers or 9 viewers. And at my RPM, I will make 2 cents from all of you watching ads. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like 2 cents. That if that happens enough, that could buy me like a new screwdriver. But I don't know. I think you guys have sucked all of the value content out of me. I could work a little more on the GNS 530, though I think most of it would just be kind of tweaking this a little and reprinting it. I think I might have even already done that. So I don't really think I have anything else to show you. Until next time. It's strange. I do want to give you a little sneak preview with the screen in it. Just so you kind of get an idea of what it will look like. Because the screen will go in and slide here. I hope it does. I don't know if it will. Uh-oh. Oh no. I haven't actually tried this. I really hope the screen fits. That might have been a design flaw. It doesn't fit with this new part I put in here. So I think what I'll have to do is either file that down with like a Dremel or give up. Okay. I'm just going to put this one in timeout again. The one that's singing songs. Sorry if that's the real Yummy. Or the fake Yummy. I don't know. You need to print a hammer. Okie dokie. Did I unscrew the wrong one? Okay, I want to see. Before I do this, I want to make sure that it's like protected enough. Okay, I did the right one. But yeah. Okay, can you monetize your live stream on YouTube so we can donate to help you out here in the chat? Is that possible? It should be possible. There's a little super chat icon if you want to like donate money. Additionally, in the description, there's a PayPal donate button if you'd like to help the project along. But yeah, it's up to you. The way I'd monetize it would be putting ads in, and I don't think it's worth 2 cents to ruin everyone's experience. Personally. Okay, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. We need dramatic music, people. Oh no, what have I done? So, I might have to do a few adjustments. This is tricky because there's so much to fit into such a small area. So. It fits, but there are problems. Thankfully, I found them now before I'm like, okay, everything is done, perfected, and it is all, I polished it, and everything's perfect. But, so this is the screen, and here is the button, if we decide to put it in, like so. So, it does actually interfere a little bit on this. You're really going to make me pick that up? It does interfere a little bit. I'm going to print a new one of those, so I don't even think I have to pick it up. Whew, yes! But it does interfere. The screen area is a little weird. I might have to move things over a little bit, but yeah. Here's the GNS530. It actually looks pretty awesome. And I need to print out something in color because I don't actually want to like go through the hassle of like logging into X-Plane, figuring out the monitor situation, doing everything there. But yeah, I've changed my profile picture. Okay, awesome. Now I know the real Yummy. Okie dokie. So maybe I just need dramatic music. Huh. I need a sound effects box, so I can be like, don't, like in the horror movies, and then be like, next time on Captain Bob, we'll be figuring out the idiot's mistake of forgetting about the monitor. If I show you the, oh, actually, okay, I'm not showing you it. If I show you the Fusion 360 file, if we go all the way back to C172 home cockpit, before C172 project, which is kind of funny, radio stack, GNS430. Here's Gns430 Design. I scrapped it because it was just too dense for the time being. I actually did model in this screen right here, and when I modeled that in, I figured out it'll be really tricky to get everything so close to each other, and in fact, I had to move everything to get it like that. It doesn't have the stoppers, so it's tricky there. There's going to be a lot of redesigning to get this all to work peacefully and harmoniously, but until next time, peace. Oh no, I always do this. I didn't click the stop button, so you'll have to. Oh, actually, does anyone have any more questions? Because if you do, make sure to, you can stay in the Discord. Usually I like to do that. The Discord community is an online center of productivity. Now, it's a little place where you can chat with flight sim enthusiasts, and yeah, make sure to visit the Discord if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to, because I'm not your dad. Thomas Frank says that, if you know him. Yeah. Make sure to join the Discord if you want those GNS530 files before anyone else. And I think it's going to be another like 3 months, or I don't know when it'll finish. It's going to be a little bit of a while before I finish this. So if you want any of the early files to like start figuring things out and just go from where I am now, make your own improvements, you can definitely join the Patreon, and you'll have access to the GNS530 files, as well as early access to videos, I think, if you get the right tier. So that's usually just like it's usually not an incredible amount because I'm pretty pressured under deadlines. But yeah, sweet. You can visit the Discord if you want any advice, or if you have any like questions about anything. You can visit the Patreon. Was I gonna say that? Yeah, I already said that. What's anything else? Oh, CaptainBobSim.com. Search it up. It'll take you like 10 seconds. Watch this. Boom. Took me like 2.3. I'm trying to make it as like beginner friendly as possible, so you can say get started and just start your flight simulator. I've been working a lot on the website just to make sure it's a friendly space that you can get going. It's a place for everything and everything in its place. I really like the Start Here page. It's a hoot and a half. I'd recommend the Start Here page if you're new to flight simulation. There's a resources page. There's gonna be a downloads page that just shows a lot of the downloads. And yeah, you can join the newsletter. And yeah, go from there if you want to. Who cares? Other than that, I think we're done. Oh yeah, there's also the Sorry, I interrupted myself. There's also the support the project page if you'd like to support the project. And I introduced this new thing, the Lend a Hand page, if you'd like to help out with the Cessna 172 project. It's a big project. There's a lot to do. And if you want to there are some rules you can do, like make documentation, make cool, like answer questions, try to optimize like printing stuff for the viewers and people who are following along. I think there are, I don't have physical proof, but I think some people are planning on using the files. If you want to make thumbnails, knock yourself out. You could like help with CAD, idea compilation, idea prototyping, quality control, stuff like that. It's super awesome. You can sign this and sell your soul to Captain Bob. Woohoo! Nah. Seriously, if you want to support the project, that's fantastic. It really helps a lot because technically I do lose $5 an hour from this, but seriously, thank you all so much for all you do, and I will see you in the next Captain Bob live stream or video. Not sure which one. Yeah, see you in the Discord. Bye.